Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing another current household. So this is the first generation of this video for the first current household of January. Once again, we are actually, I done goofed. So this video will be also the Reese's. So in the last current household it was titled The Reese's, and I had my Sims get married and they took his last name, so it was The Reese's, and I was just like, I'm not gonna go through the whole thing of having them get divorced and then like fixing the relationship just so that like they can have her last name. And yeah, I was just like, I'm just not gonna bother, so we're just gonna have another, video of the Reese's. So really quick, I'll go ahead and show you the house. Okay, I just got to find it first. That is always the problem, is being able to find it. It's this one. Okay, so it's by Laura Abby X. Apparently there is a YouTube video for it, so you can go check that out. It has 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. It's a pretty nice sized house, and I don't think I've really changed anything about it. So yeah, this household, I guess, is it's one of the more complicated ones. There are a lot of Sims in this household at the moment, like not in the household, but they're actually like in the house. I will explain why. And we'll just go ahead and get started. So this Sim right here, this is, I don't remember what your mom, who is your mom? It was Morgan and Hazley. This is the Sim that Hazley was pregnant with at the end of the last current household video. This is Cillian. He actually just up into an elder today. He is evil, clumsy, and creative, and he is in the master actor, or has the master actor aspiration. He's level 4 of the actor career. He's actually currently preparing for his performance tomorrow, or his whatever you call it. And okay, Cillian is, Cillian is not the greatest guy. He is a lot more concerned with a more physical aspect of a relationship than anything else. He's the kind of guy who's like, it's lust at first sight and not love at first sight. Hence the reason why he has 8 kids with baby number 9 on the way. So this is his lovely wife over here. Yeah, okay, so there's this Sim up front. This is Cillian's firstborn. This is his oldest. This is Margot. And Margot is actually pregnant and married to Marina, I believe her wife's name is. I believe it's Marina. She does not know that she's pregnant, but she is pregnant. Yeah, this is his oldest. Do I know Margot well enough to know her traits? She's child of the islands, a kleptomaniac, and a geek. And yeah, so there's Margot. And then there's the Sim. This is Emsley. And then her twin sister is over here. This is Elwyn. Let's see, do we know their traits? We do not. Okay, Emsley is lazy, and I want to say loves the outdoors. I could be totally wrong. So Emsley is the one that's inside, right there. And then Elwyn, I doubt we know Elwyn's traits. We don't. She's a glutton. I'm gonna be honest, I cannot think of what her other trait. I think it's goofball, but I could be totally wrong. Yeah, and then there's Elwyn, and these two are both teenagers. Okay, both teenagers. And then the last one, Brooke. Where's Brooke? Okay, Brooke is apparently up here in the bathroom for whatever reason. And this is Brooke. I did put them all in styled outfits. Brooke is his youngest. Do we know Brooke is into... Where'd she go? There she is. We do not know Brooke's trait. Okay. Well, anyways, this is Brooke. So he had... Did he only have 3 kids in the last No, he had 4. He had 4 because the son of them was twins. So he had 4 kids with his first spouse, Dawn. And Dawn apparently died from falling from like heights or something. I'm pretty sure it's like the oh my gosh, snowy escape. Pretty sure it's the snowy escape death where she like died mountain climbing. And yeah, she died as an adult. So Margot actually lives at home with her younger sisters and her wife. But as soon as the twins age up into young adults, I'm going to move Margot out into her own house. So Cillian met Dawn, and they got pregnant really fast. I think I'd only had them like together for like a day, and all of a sudden, oh, Dawn's pregnant. So they had 4 girls, and then this younger woman we're gonna say this younger woman all of a sudden was like always walking by the house, and she just always happened to be in the neighborhood, and she was just kind of always hanging around. And Dawn didn't really think anything of it at first, and then she started to catch on. She's like, okay, what is this girl always doing around? She doesn't even live in the area. Like, what is she doing? And then she found out that Cillian was having an affair with Oakland. So when because he's an actor, like, his schedule is a lot more flexible, a lot more open than Dawn's was, because Dawn was a musician. And so while Dawn was away at work, you know how it goes, we would have Oakland over, and next thing I know, Oakland is pregnant, and I'm like, okay. So Dawn walked in on us woohooing. Dawn got upset, and so then we got divorced. Dawn moved out, Cillian aged up into adult, Oakland moved in, and now we have 4 more children and baby number 5 with Oakland on the way. And this whole time, he's not even that close friendship wise with Oakland. It's all lust. Okay, this man doesn't really, and I don't like to say that he doesn't love her, but honestly, it's the truth. He doesn't really care. He comes in here, he works out, he plays his guitar, stuff like that, and just kind of, you know, it's whatever. It's Oakland here doesn't have a job. She's a stay-at-home mom because we have quite a bit of money, and they just, you know, they see each other at night when they go to bed, and whenever, you know, one of them has a low fun mood lit, and that's pretty much about it. They don't really do much outside of woohooing. It's not a healthy relationship. So like I said, Oakland does not have a job. She is I hate this trait. She's a dance machine, active and romantic. Both Sims are right here from Vanilla Sugar Sims, as always. So this is Dawn. I renamed her. She was Lily. I renamed her to Dawn, obviously. And then this is Oakland. Her name was initially Madison, but again, I changed it to Oakland. So there's both of them. If you want to download them, you can. And yeah, I like Oakland. She does a lot of, like, she's very involved with the kids, very involved with, like, we've had 2 dogs. Oh no, Salsa! Gosh dang it. Call the dog down to you. Call Salsa down. Call Salsa. That's disgusting. Dog. Anyway, she's the one that she takes care of both of the dogs that we've had. She's doing the laundry, she's doing the dishes, or like cooking and stuff, taking care of the kids. And Cillian he's not really involved. He's just there. So I guess we'll go ahead and meet the kids. So this is their oldest. This is Larissa. Larissa is outgoing and she's the goofball. Okay. Then Elowen most likely is not a goofball then. I was probably thinking of Larissa. Larissa is also a teenager. So, you know, take that as you will. And she has the joke star aspiration. And then Cillian and Oakland also had a set of twins. This is Zinnia out here on the monkey bars. Zinnia is cheerful. This is her twin sister, Zahara. Zahara is a slob. I don't like that trait either. But yeah, they look a lot like their mom. And then we have our youngest, our first boy. It took us 8 kids to get to a boy. This is Fitz. He's upstairs sleeping because he's very tired. He is independent, but that doesn't really mean much because he is a toddler. And then this is our dog, like you heard me just a moment ago. This is Salsa. Salsa is a husky, and the dog we had before her is up here. You know, rest in peace. This was Bogey. Bogey was a Dalmatian. I feel like I've had a dog named Bogey before, but, you know, we had another one. And then, yeah, so Salsa. She's a really sweet dog, but she's never happy. She's always, like, got her head down. And, yeah. Can you please lecture this dog on drinking from the toilet? Can you please get on her for that? Say no, bad dog. Okay. We'll take a quick look at the family tree, though. So Weston is married to a sim named Lilac. Oh, they have had kids. Okay, so they had Kato, Flora, Antoine, Sandra, and Iris. Berkeley married Cecile and had Hugh and Madison. And then there's us. And we have clearly had a lot of kids. So yeah, what I rolled for this generation, what I randomized. He was to marry a girl, to cheat. He was to cheat on the girl with another, with another girl. The heir would be with whoever he ended up having the affair with. The spouse will find out about the cheating, so Dawn did find out. He was going, and then he, you know, then we would get divorced and would remarry. Like, I decided that he would divorce, remarry. That wasn't something I randomized. So, like, let's have this be a little different, because normally I'd have the heir with the initial spouse, and then they don't find out about the affair until afterwards, and then it's like one of those things. I come back, I'm like, hey, so, you know, in the last generation these two sims were married, and then my sim was born and grew up, and her parents got divorced, or his parents, like, their parents got divorced, and it was one of those things I always had him find out after recording the current household. But I'm like, let's switch it up a little bit this time. Have, you know, half your kids with one woman, then have an affair with another woman, get caught, and then have, you know, the other half of your kids with this person. Heaven forbid we have, you know, just like 2 kids with one and like another kid with another. No, we had to have 4 with one and 5 with the other. But it's okay. It's okay. It keeps things interesting. But I guess that's really about everything. So there will more than likely be another video after this, another generation. But if there's not, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. But I more than likely will see you guys all in just a second. Alright, so this is the next generation for at least my first current household of January. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and get right into it. So this house, I will say I like this house a lot, but I do feel like it's a lot more plain compared to the houses that I've had lately. But it's a house that I've had in my library for a while, and I'm like, you know what, we're just gonna use it. We're just gonna go with it. So this house is by AlwaysMoreSims, and AlwaysMoreSims also made this French family home that I used in like the last current household video. So there's a lot of things about the house, like the way that things are decorated, that is very similar. So, you know, just there's that. But if you want to go download the house, that is where it is. It's really cute. I really like it. And yeah, so in the last, or I guess just a couple seconds ago, Oakland was pregnant with a sim. This is the sim. His name is Quaid. I don't know what I was doing with that name. I was like, oh, Quaid. Sure. What the heck is a charismatic? What is that? Sim has mastered charismatic vocal tones. Okay. He is lazy, a bookworm, a perfectionist, and then he has the Renaissance sim aspiration. He is in the salary person career. I don't recall ever using this career because I don't really know what it is. It almost reminds me of like just like someone who goes in and works in the office every day, in their little cubicle, and like I don't really know what this career. I still don't get it, but he's in this career because I didn't know what else to do with him. I'm not really sure what look I was going for either. I was just, honestly, with Quaid, I was just kind of like, I don't know what to do with you. So, I mean, that's him. This is his husband, Beckham, who is heavily pregnant with our heir. He is creative, family-oriented, and cheerful with the super parent aspiration. This is him. He was the, the holiday sim that Night Lioness created. I took off his Santa hat and I changed his tattoo. But other than that, he's pretty much the same sim. He's in the education career. I showed you his traits. Yeah, I mean, what are you? Oh, you have a stick. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is Beckham. I really like him. He's a really sweet sim. But unfortunately, he will die because what I randomized for this generation was that Quaid would marry a man, would remain faithful, however, his spouse would die, and he will be widowed. So basically, as soon as our heir is born, and my earbud just died. Basically, as soon as our heir is born, I'm going to have to stage some kind of accident somewhere. For poor Beckham, which really sucks, but that's what I got. It's what I rolled. And since Beckham is the one, I also rolled that Beckham would be the one getting pregnant, that our spouse would carry the kids. That meant that I couldn't kill him early, because if I had rolled that Quaid would carry the kids, Beckham would actually more than likely be dead right now, just like spice things up. But because he is the one that is pregnant, I can't kill him yet. So there's that. But he's a really nice sim. I'm going to be really sad when he's gone. And then they have twin girls who are outside playing chess. So we have Freya, who is a cat lover. And then we have Florence, who loves the outdoors. So they're out here playing chess because they both have... they do both have the WizKid aspiration. So, I mean, I don't really know more to say about these two. They are not identical. Florence is very tan, and I guess with her brown hair, she looks a lot tanner, but she's technically like the same skin tone as Quaid. But I think it's just the fact that she's got the dark brown hair. It just makes her she looks more tan. But yeah, they've only had the twins. Oh, Quaid's a slob. I don't know if I told you that. And he's not a slob. He's lazy. And it's like, there's always laundry all over the house and it drives me nuts. Anyways, I don't really know what to say about these two, but like, they're the only two that they've had. But this is like a relatively small house compared to other houses that I've played in. So I was like, I probably should not be having a lot of kids. And then we ended up having twins as our first, as the result of our first pregnancy, and I'm like, okay, so this is a really small generation compared to say the last generation. But yeah, so then we have Scout. So Scout is an elder, and I'm honestly surprised he's still alive, that he is still with us. Scout, I have no idea what Scout is. He kind of looks like a lab, kind of looks like a golden retriever, but I don't think that's what he is. In the cast, it just says he's mixed breed. And then we have a raccoon. Technically a cat, but he's a raccoon, and his name is Bowen. He's an absolute jerk. Okay, this cat is I mean, that's what I get for adopting a raccoon, but he's a jerk, okay? He's not nice. But again, that's what I get for adopting a raccoon. So I guess since there really isn't much to say, we'll go ahead and just look at the family tree. So Oakland is still alive, but holy Christ, Cillian is not, and neither is Dawn. They have both passed, but Dawn passed in the last generation. She died as an adult. So yeah, okay, which child was first? This one. So we have Margot. Margot married Marina, and together they have Asher and Nyla. Then we had twins. Emsley married Julius, and they have Luella, Moira, Paxton, and Penny, and then these two are twins. Elwyn married Bo. They have Alistair together, and then Elwyn is actually pregnant. Then we have Brooke, who is married to Alda. Alda? I don't know. And they have Poppy and Wesley together. And then we have Larissa, who is married to Megan. They have Violet, Duke, and then Flynn. They adopted Flynn. And I could have sworn I had adoptions turned off, but I got a phone call saying, hey, you want to come and meet the toddler we just adopted? So apparently they adopted a toddler. And this is Flynn, that is said toddler. And then they had another kid, and her name is Celine. Then we had, Zinnia. So Zinnia married Malia, I don't know. And they have Estelle, Isaiah, and Brandy. And then Isaiah, I don't know why Isaiah is so orange, but Zahara has two kids that are also very orange. Speaking of Zahara, she married Alora, and they have Fritz and Faye, who are twins. And I know Fritz is very similar to Fitz. There's an R. And then there's Brady and Nixon, and these two are not twins. And also, like, I don't know how they managed to have 4 kids at once. Like, these two are twins, but these two are not. So, like, they have 3 pregnancies with all the kids lining up to be children. Like, I don't understand how that worked out. But I don't know, and I don't know why these, like, why they have orange children. It's not making sense for me. And then there's Fitz. Fitz had quite a few children with his husband Deontay. So they had Gianna, and then Roderick and Ramon are twins. Oscar, Bianca, and Wilson. I think Oscar is older than the twins. But anyways, so that's the family tree. A pretty big family tree. I don't really know what else to say. I added some, like, toddler stuff. I replaced the chairs in the dining room. So, like, if you download it, I don't like these chairs. I do not like the fuzzy texture, okay? It weirds me out. So, like, all of these were around the dining room table. Also, it is very unrealistic to put fuzzy chairs as dining room chairs. Imagine all the food that could get, like all the crumbs or anything that's spilled on those would be a pain to clean. No, I do not like the fuzzy chairs. So I replaced the chairs. Like, I added some pet stuff. I had to add another, crib. It's not a crib, it's a bassinet, but, you know, potty chair, stuff like that. But for the most part, the house is the same. I added showers. That's a big thing. Neither of these upstairs bathrooms had showers. They were just bathtubs. So I put showers because I don't like the bathtubs. They take really long. The showers take long enough as it is. The bathtubs take even longer. I don't like the bathtubs, but that's just me, so I added showers. But other than that, I think that's about it. I'm sorry this is such an uneventful generation, but I felt like, you know, again, it's a smaller house with, like, less rooms. Oh, I also, really quick, I just remember, I added this bathroom so that they weren't constantly going upstairs for the bathroom, so I added it into the garage. Okay, but now I do apologize. It's a smaller, kind of more boring generation. Last generation was really hectic, And again, I just like the house that we moved into. I'm like, this house doesn't have room for me to have like a bajillion kids. So it was a pretty calm, pretty easy generation. And I mean, I guess it is what it is. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I have my gaming channel and my Twitter both linked down in the description below. If you would like to go check either of those things out, I would really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.